Good morning. I said I was going to put up a tutorial of a little sign that I made, which is just a thin wooden framed cheap dollar store sign. It was $4. I've covered it in 2 coats of white paint, titanium white to be exact, and that's strong. That smell is strong. I think it's indoor outdoor paint, so it's a bit stronger, so I had to open my window. I've printed this off on my Cricut. This design is located in Design Space. I'm going to add the Design Space number below if you're looking to make a Christmas sign just like this. So this is a stencil that I've cut out on my Cricut, and I am weeding out all the important things so that I can stick some transfer tape on it and transfer it onto the wooden sign that I got from Dollarama. Make sure your paint is dry, your white paint. Make sure it's very dry before you even attempt to do this, because you will not be happy with the results if you don't wait till it's dry. So I'm using this transfer tape to transfer it off of this mat that I cut it on with the machine. If you're not familiar with what a Cricut is, please look it up on Google. It's very, very cool. So anyway, I'm using the transfer tape so that I can stick this onto the sign and use it as a stencil. And I'm going to paint. Instead of cutting vinyl and stuff like that, I'm not really a big Cricut person. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just do what I can. Making stencils is one thing that I can do. I do like to send stencils in my surprise boxes in my Etsy shop so that you can put them on rocks or whatever you want and make whatever you want. And there's my tattoo. One of them. That's one I created myself. So I'm putting this on the sign. My white paint is dry. I've flattened it on there to make sure it's stuck. And now I'm taking off the transfer tape. This might be a very confusing process for some of you, but it's something I've been doing for a couple years. So it's one of my first Christmas signs though. I felt like doing something different on my channel. Rachel's Rocks and Signs. It's not going to be a permanent name change. So I'm just pressing down all around the letters or else the paint will bleed. It's going to bleed a little bit anyway. It's going to look fuzzy when I take this off of here, but we're going to clean it up. So I'm using a sponge and some, I believe it's Apple Red by Folkart. I will list any paint colors I use and glitter and stuff all in the description for you if you want to make a sign just like this. And it doesn't cost very much. You need red and green paint, black paint, gold paint. You can get it all from the dollar store. Well, from my Dollarama here in Ontario, Canada. Anyway. I'm using sponges, different sponges for different colors. Don't use the same sponge that you used with your red for your green. I'm doing a dark coat of green, but I'm going to be filling it in with bright green afterwards with a paintbrush. So right now I'm just doing dark green. I was going to do gold on the little swirly bits, but I'm going to do black and then outline it with gold instead. Not going to use glitter on those parts, but I am going to glitter the holly, the berries, and the letters. So once we have sponged on everything that needed paint, see how it looks fuzzy? We're going to clean that up by doing a second coat by hand. So this is the lengthier process of the sign. One of them, I still have to weed out all the pieces of stencil that are still left behind. And there we go. So everything is still kind of wet, but we're going to just go over everything with a second coat by hand. I'm using my fine lining brush. Tutorials in the description. Very handy brush to have, especially when you're doing my tutorials, apparently, because I use them for every single one. um, I don't know how many days it is till Christmas for those of you who celebrate. I think it's like 8. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. 9? I'm not sure. Soon. And I'm not quite done. But I'm getting there. And I'm trying not to, like, I'm really working on just thinking in the present, not about presents, just in the present, not worrying about tomorrow, not worrying about yesterday, just worrying about today. And it's actually really helping my stress. So if that might help you as well. So Merry Christmas looks cleaned up magically with the editing of television. I've done a second coat on all the letters, and now I'm doing my holly. My black has already had a second coat as well. I'm going to do the berries, and I'm going to let all of this dry very well before I get out my Mod Podge or glue, whatever you're choosing to paint with. I'm going to be painting all of the letters again and all of the holly again, but with glue. And when I use Mod Podge, you have to do it quickly because it starts to dry and it starts to turn clear. So you want to put the glitter on when your glue is still really wet, so it'll still be white. So you're going to watch me do that in a moment. But first, I'm going to let my letters dry, my holly dry, and I'm going to outline my black with gold. I'm going to speed this process up a little because it's boring. Of course, you guys know me with gold. I just thought that the black looked too plain, and I needed to surround it with some gold. Also, I'm not sure I show you in the video, so I'm going to mention it. The outside frame that you can't see, I've painted that gold as well. The front of the painting is white, but the frame is gold. You can do whatever color you want. You can do black. You can leave it wood. It's totally up to you. You can cover this with resin as well if you want it to like be super glossy. And either way, it's up to you. I didn't cover it. It's probably going to have to be packed in its own package after Christmas when I put it away. But so it doesn't get glitter everywhere. I'm using this red glitter today. And Mod Podge for a glue. This glitter I got from Michael's here in Ontario. It's just red glitter, fine glitter. And I got this glitter, which is called Gator Lake, from one of my favorite places in the world. www.glitter... glitterandcraftforyou.com. I'll leave a link in the description. That Gator Lake though, oh, you can't even see the beauty in this video. It's so beautiful. So this is the process where you have to make sure you put the glitter on while it's still wet. So while it's still white, when it comes to Mod Podge, I sprinkle it on, and I'm just using like a notepad to kind of block getting glitter on everything, because I don't want to have to keep sweeping it, and I don't want to waste too much glitter either. So I'm just kind of using it as a guide to cover certain areas. So you have to work quickly. I am not actually painting this quickly with the glue. It's sped up. This has been edited. But make sure you put your glitter on while it's still really wet, or your glitter's not going to stick to it really well. And a lot of it's going to fall off when you're done. You don't want it to fall off. So put a nice thick layer. I don't go all the way out to the edge of the letters. I just kind of stay inside the letter itself. And then before it starts drying, I'm going to sprinkle on, I like these little glitter containers because they're like little salt shakers. So you can just kind of tap it on where you need it, and not too much glitter comes out at once. You have a little bit more control over it. And it doesn't take long to dry, and you can just tap it off, and then you have like a a clean slate to work with. So that's what I've done here. I let the holly berries and the M dry a little bit, and then knock that off onto a large piece of paper. And then I'll funnel that glitter right back into the container so it doesn't get wasted. Not sure if I show you that part either. So while I'm letting some dry, I'm covering part of Christmas. There's lots of designs on the Cricut design space that you can do for signs and do the same method with glitter, and it looks really pretty, especially at Christmas time. I mean, I'm a glitter and gold person. I really like sparkle and shine. So any time of year, I would love to see glitter, but definitely this time of year for some reason. It just makes me happy. Everything is glittery. So I'm using my little handy dandy desk broom to sweep away any extra glitter that I don't want getting in my way. And I'm going quickly. You can see how white the glue still is. I'm definitely going quickly. So I've put my Gator Lake into a little salt shaker glitter container as well, so that it goes on as easily as the red did. And I'm painting on. I'm not going all the way out to the edge, but you can still see that outer edge of green. And I'm just letting that kind of soak in as I go along. And then I'll be able to dump it all off onto a separate piece of paper where there might even be a little bit of red mixed in with it. So I'm probably going to put it in a separate bag. But that's okay. That's okay. I can use it for a different sign next year with red and green glitter. There won't be a lot of red because most of that's already dry. So look at how beautiful. Once I've shaken it all off, you can really see, oh, it's just so pretty. There's a little bit of gold in that Gator Lake green. Here it is under some sunshine, some natural light, just sparkling like crazy. Like, it's done. This is done. Now it's, I have the flash on my camera here, just so you can get a good look at it, but I'm going to turn the flash off in a second, and you can see it by candlelight. Different lighting. If you put it by the Christmas tree, it looks amazing. I had fun making it. It's really easy, really simple. And yeah, if you like it, let me know. If you want me to make some more signs, let me know. I had fun. I love you guys, and I will see you very, very soon. I hope you're having happy holidays. Bye.